Black Moon Lilith in your birth chart raises the awareness of your unconsciousness. The power of the dark goddess gives you the courage to rewrite and destroy old narratives told about you, allowing you to choose your own destiny. Embrace the light and the shadow by learning about Black Moon Lilith and her expression in your life. So what is Black Moon Lilith? Lilith has many different associations within astrology, one being the physical asteroid that is named after her, which exists in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. There's another way that Lilith has manifested itself in the collective, and that is through the Waldemath theory of there being a second moon that takes on the form of a dust cloud. However, it is unclear about whether or not the existence of this parent second moon is real or not. The way that Black Moon Lilith shows up in your personal birth chart is through its true mean calculation. The Black Moon Lilith in your natal chart is the furthermost point of the moon's orbit away from Earth at the time of your birth. So this is a non-physical point of focus, similar to the North Node and South Node. The dark goddess Black Moon Lilith in astrology represents the feminine archetype, whose story has been popularized over time. As this dark feminine archetype, Black Moon Lilith represents a rebellious nature and wanting to push against cultural norms, societal norms, or pressures of who you should be. Black Moon Lilith encourages us to forge ahead our own destiny and to take back control, to take back the reins of our life and guide and steer the direction that we see most fit for ourselves, despite what is typically expected. Lilith also wants us to embrace sacred sexuality, to honor this aspect of ourselves, and in doing so, honoring the body's link to the divine. Sacred sexuality is also tied to our own ability to come fully into being, tapping into this energy and embodying it and celebrating it allows us to tap into our ability to express ourselves to our full capacity. Going back to your natal chart, when we are looking at the True Mean Lilith or the Black Moon, we are seeing her expressing the darker aspects of the placement in which she is currently encompassing. As an astrological reference point, the moon is experiencing less light and physically can be seen as having less light, okay? There's a certain mystery that is associated with True Mean Lilith, Black Moon Lilith, this lunar apogee. And we are seeing the unseen. These are the parts of ourselves that remain hidden, that we may hide from others, secrets. These could be things that we perhaps aren't even aware of, and in a sense represent an unconscious part of ourselves. And the unconsciousness goes below the subconscious, right? This is a very deep experience of the moon's natural expression. This, in a sense, is representing the shadow self and could also speak to perhaps shameful experiences, painful experiences that cause us to separate from ourselves, the parts of ourselves that get pushed down so far deep within our psyche. These are our deepest, darkest secrets and our deepest, darkest experiences. Black Moon Lilith is also associated with a sense of isolation, and she also reveals to you your hidden desires, your hidden longings that border on obsession. Lilith can represent the lowest parts of our ego that need to feed, perhaps uses others, or creates problems in our lives or in other people's lives, right? Causing us to manipulate and gain our needs, perhaps by hurting others or hurting ourselves, again, doing so unconsciously. It is not until we awaken to these aspects of ourselves that we are able to bring them fully into our expression. The power of the Dark Goddess gives us the strength and the ability to overcome the challenges that we were met with, the cards in a sense that were dealt to us, allowing us to rise again that much stronger. After facing our most difficult challenges is how we experience the greatest amount of growth. The True Mean Lilith actually spends 9 years within each astrological sign in the wheel of the zodiac. And it is every 9 years that Lilith returns back to the place it was at the time of your birth, giving you the ability to have this sort of full revolution of the understanding of what she wants to show you, to teach you, to reveal to you through your experience, and allowing you also to cycle out perhaps of dark thoughts, dark habits, dark tendencies, and tendencies toward self-destruction. So every 9 years is when you have your Lilith return. It is here at the ages of 9, 18, 27, 36, and so on that you come to these revelations and new understandings of your unconscious beliefs or behaviors. And you can heal from the traumatic experiences that you were faced with. At the time of 9, 18, maybe you even have adult trauma that needs to be dealt with at around these times and around these ages that want to bring their awareness, their full attention to you, that reveal themselves through Black Moon Lilith. Black Moon Lilith gives us the courage to go into the depths of our emotions, to confront our fears, to sit with our depression, to recognize the effects that our emotional outbursts have on others, and find a way to deal with that. Black Moon Lilith gives us the understanding of the dark voice inside of us, right? The ability to change the tone of voice, to change how we talk to ourselves and treat ourselves and treat those around us. The rebellious nature of Black Moon Lilith encourages us to actually embrace the dark aspects of ourselves, to call them forth, to transmute the dark into light. Where Black Moon Lilith sits upon your natal chart is how you can fall in love with the darkest aspects of you, and in doing so coming into a deeper sense of wholeness within you, healing yourself. You can fall in love with these qualities of you by recognizing that they served a purpose. They revealed to you your lower form, challenging you to grow and evolve into an even greater potential had you not had those experiences that you went through in your early childhood, in your early adulthood. Again, with Lilith representing a dark feminine archetype throughout the collective, she speaks to empowering that which has been suppressed within us, including our sexuality. So indulge in pleasure. Make your life state a pleasurable experience. Make your body and your mind a comfortable place to exist in, an enjoyable place to exist within. You can indulge in the sacred sexuality, the energy of your sensual form by allowing yourself to embody good feelings. And of course, feeling free enough to express your sexuality is how you can again come into the full embodiment of your physical being. This is an aspect of our consciousness that deserves our attention and our awareness as well. And then finally, we can embrace the power of the dark goddess of Black Moon Lilith, raising awareness of the unconsciousness, bringing light to the shadow by diving into the unknown. Again, there is this aspect of mystery, of the unseen, of that which we don't fully understand, but can only be felt through an internal experience, right? So finding that comfort in being alone is a really great way to empower the dark goddess in your life, Black Moon Lilith, the dark feminine, the dark masculine, however this archetype moves throughout your life, right? To find out how Black Moon Lilith is expressing itself in your chart, you can click the link down below for personal one-on-one bookings. Also, setting boundaries, saying no, being direct is how you can confront societal norms as well. It is my great honor to bring the knowledge of astrology to you. Join the membership for more in-depth horoscope readings. Feel free to shop the wellness products, follow my other social media accounts, and I will see you next week for a brand new video. Thank you so much for joining me for this one. I love you so much. Mwah! Bye!